Give me 9 minutes and I'll lower your body fat by 34% minimum. In the next 9 minutes, I'm going to give you the 5 tiny habits that you need to drop your body fat percentage by 34%. Honestly, a 3-hour podcast is just too much to digest and get it, but I'm going to completely open up here and share all the details in just 9 minutes. My name is Michael Diamonds. I'm a medical doctor and pro natural bodybuilder. I've lost my belly fat 5 times in the last decade to achieve pro bodybuilder status, and I did that as a doctor, so you can as well. In this video, I'm going to condense my decade of experience into 9 minutes. Just for you. I've coached and helped thousands of clients through this, and I realized that the information people actually need to hear to be able to build muscle and lose fat is this. Today, I'm not going to talk to you about a calorie deficit, but we're going to hone in on the 5 rules that I wish I knew when I was starting my fitness journey for fat loss. Let's dive straight in. Habit number 1, only put quality into your body. What this means is you have to pay attention to the type of foods that you're putting into your body. So let's talk about simple changes that you can make to improve your overall health, and no one in line is talking about this, and it's easier than you think. Number 1 is pesticides. Most fruits and veggies we eat every day often have pesticides left over on them, like organophosphates and glyphosate. The finding was shown in research from Lancet Diabetes and Endocrinology. These chemicals can stick around on the produce and might mess with how your body uses insulin and can even cause inflammation. So here's how to dodge them. Number 1, I want you to wash your produce thoroughly. Don't just rinse it. Use a quick vinegar soak or a veggie brush to scrub off the residues. Number 2, buy organic when you can, especially for high pesticides crops like strawberries and spinach. Number 3, peel when it makes sense. So stripping the skin off apples or potatoes cuts off the exposure even if you lose a tiny bit of the fiber from it. These simple moves can keep your food cleaner and help avoid these pesticides running through your system. Number 2, microplastics. A 2019 study by the World Wildlife Fund estimated that the average person consumes about 5 grams of plastic weekly. That's roughly the weight of a credit card that's being contaminated in seafood, water, and even air. These microplastics often contain the BPAs, the bisphenol A, and they've been shown in animal studies to impair insulin signaling and also promote adipogenesis, the formation of fat cells. And an easy intervention to avoid these, number 1, is switch to glass bottles. Filter your water in a glass container. Avoid reheating certain plastics in the microwave and switch to Pyrex dishes. I am guilty of this myself, which I've changed. The next one is hormones in foods. Research shows that conventionally raised meats like factory farmed beef, chicken, or pork contain hormones and antibiotics. So this is how you can avoid those. Number 1, go for grass-fed or organic meat. These options skip the hormone cocktails and they'll give you a cleaner protein. Choose wild-caught fish and swap it out for farm-raised salmon or for the wild varieties to avoid the hormone-treated feed. Also check the labels and ask your butcher. Look for hormone-free or antibiotic-free tags. Can be a game changer for your physique and also your overall health. The next habit, it is the number 1 exercise to lose your belly fat, and I call it the 15,000 rule. Prolonged sitting has earned the title of the new smoking for good reason. There's a 2018 meta-analysis from the American Journal of Epidemiology and tracked over 127,000 applicants, and they found that those walking 7,000 steps or more daily had a 30% lower risk of all-cause mortality compared to their sedentary counterparts. Sitting for hours will deactivate your glute muscles, leading to glute amnesia, or what we call dead butt syndrome. This weakness in your glutes forces your lower back and hips to compensate, triggering pain, poor posture, and you're gonna gain weight. So you're probably asking, Dr. Mike, what's the fix? In simple, move more, and I want you to do it intentionally. Stand during your phone calls, take the stairs. Every 25 minutes, go for a walk. And that 8,000 steps has to be at baseline, not the ceiling. The movements will enhance your mitochondrial biogenesis, the creation of energy-producing structures in your cells, and this will boost fat burning, fat oxidation. Your body thrives on it, and data backs this up unequivocally. One more nugget that I want you to add. Work your way up to 15,000 steps daily. that 34% increases to 50% of fat loss. That fat will just melt off. And this next one will address those who are trying everything to eat less and still not seeing results. Habit 3 is all about timing. So let me describe a day for you. 6 a.m. coffee with milk, 9 a.m. breakfast, 12 lunch. At 3, you have an afternoon snack. 8, you have dinner. 10, milk and tea. Eating from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 16 to 18 hours of constant caloric intake forces your liver, your pancreas, and your gut to process nutrients without any rest. This will elevate oxidative stress. On top of that, your gut has these finger-like tentacles called microvilli, purposefully so it can cover larger surface areas to absorb food. But if food is constantly passing down the microvilli, they get inflamed and you see a significant decrease in really absorbing all the nutrients and good nutrients that you're putting in your body. Let's contrast this with time-restricted feeding. Limit your eating window to 12 hours or less. Let's say you eat from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. This isn't just about deprivation, it's about efficiency. When you stop eating all the time, your body shifts from storing to burning, tapping into glycogen in your muscles as a carb source and your fat reserves. Your liver gets a break from constantly glucose processing. Your pancreas gets a break from constantly releasing insulin. This is how you become insulin sensitive again. Humans were not made to break down calories from large portions of food every day. I created a format with my clients called progressive fasting. So fast for 12 hours and eat in 12 hours. So eat at 8 a.m., last meal at 8 p.m., 2 weeks to a month. Fast for 14 hours and eat in a 10-hour window. So first meal at 10 a.m., last meal 8 p.m., then the 16-8, the one that everyone talks about with fasting. So first meal at midday, last meal at 8 p.m. Then go from 18-6, which is eating 2 p.m., last meal 8 p.m. and then finally at 24. Fast for 20 hours, eat in 4 hours. So 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. This is what I do to be at single-digit body fat, and it works perfectly. When you do this progressively, you can avoid the side effects of hunger. Now, if you're someone who wants to fix this for good and you want to work with me and my team of medical doctors, it's the first link in the description. But let's move on into habit number 4. Don't sleep on sleep. Habit 4 is sleep. It's a non-negotiable pillar of health. Some studies have found that those sleeping 7 to 9 hours nightly had 20% lower body fat percentage than those who are averaging under 6 hours. Why is sleep critical? Sleep deprivation results in elevated cortisol. It also disrupts appetite regulation, leptin signals. It will mess around with how full you're feeling. It will increase how hungry you are. This imbalance will often lead to overeating, and beyond hormones, insufficient sleep is going to hinder your muscle protein synthesis. It will impair and disrupt your recovery, and it will reduce how effective your training sessions are. Clients who prioritize sleep, they're dimming their lights 90 minutes before bed, avoiding blue light exposure, and adhering to a consistent 10 p.m. bedtime. Habit 5 is fix your environment. It's the invisible hand that shapes your behavior. And we'll talk about food here. If you're home in the pantry, it's filled with snacks that aren't going to help you, sweets. Your fridge has leftover pizza, burgers, and fries, and you have calorie-filled drinks in there. All of those things will be what is going to be a pitfall and make you take a step back, and you've already lost the game. I want you to take a box or a plastic bag and give all the packaged foods that you have and give it to those in need. Never buy them again. When you grocery shop, don't buy any food that's not going to help your goals. I promise you're doing them a favor as well. If you're fat, you're giving the same foods the habits that are going to make you fat. Replace the cookies with sweets and fruits. Buy calorie-friendly versions. And let me know in the comments if you guys want me to make a video showing you healthy alternatives to all your favorite snacks. In total, I also would say clear up your home. Allow less clutter around. Really how you feel and how your environment is really a representation of how your mind feels and how your body feels. But those are the 5 things and habits I want you to do to change your life for good. If you want more detail on all these things, here's the video. See you in the next one.